welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe by hitting the subscription button, the notification bell, so that you'll be abreast of my subsequent videos as they are being uploaded. Thank you. So we want to consider how to quickly lose the belly fat by our lifestyle. So when we are talking of the fats in the body, so there are two kinds. We are talking of the subcutaneous fats, that's the ones stored around the belly, around the thigh area of the body, the arm area of the body, the face. So those are subcutaneous fat. Then we also have the visceral fat, the ones stored around the organs, of the body. So virtually by our lifestyle we can burn, or totally reduce this fat. So how do we do it? How do we ensure that we lose this stubborn fat in the body? When you wake up in the morning, at that time the cortisol is very high. So my recommendation advice is at that time, if the cortisol is very high in the morning, if you have the time, take a walk, because that time when we wake up, the cortisol is high because glucose, has been released into the body. The 13 hours, of not eating, that you ate your last meal, maybe dinner the previous day, then you ate it by 6 p.m. So 6 a.m. the following day, that makes it 12 hours. 8 a.m. that morning makes it 14 hours. So 14 hours of not eating at that time makes the body to have been able to release to some stored glycogen to have been converted back to glucose to now to be released into the body for energy. So at that time the body wants the glucose released into the blood for energy. So when you wake up in the morning that the cortisol level is high, so what is advisable for you to do is, if you have time, please take a walk, 30 minutes walk, to be able to use that glucose. So that is the category one of persons that have time in the morning to be able to do 30 minutes walk. So you take a walk to be able to use the glucose, part of the body. So that is stage one. Stage two, is that you want to delay your breakfast. You want to delay your breakfast, till 11 a.m. The purpose for that is for the body to switch into the fat burning state. Don't forget that you are desirous of burning this fat, the belly fat, the subcutaneous, the visceral fat. That is our objective. So the step one is you've taken a walk in the morning, you've been able to use the glucose, that the body release for those hours that you've been fasting by sleeping. So yet you also want to switch the body, to a fat burning state by delaying your breakfast till 11 a.m. So by that the body would have been able, to burn to most of those fats. The fats would have been converted back, the fatty acid would have been able to convert part of this stored fat back into glucose to be used for energy. So by that, it becomes a lifestyle. You eventually see that the fats in the body, that have been burnt, for energy. So by that, it doesn't matter if you are still desirous of having 3 meals in a day. Delay that breakfast till 11. That's the objective, to switch the body into a fat burning state, by which if you still have the intention of eating 3 times a day, after taking your breakfast 11, you still have the opportunity of taking maybe your lunch by 3 p.m. Then food for that day, your dinner should be by 6 p.m. Lately should be 7 p.m. The rationale for that is that remember you have delayed your breakfast, and you also want to hasten your dinner so that the body can quickly use whatever you take as dinner, so that that will be stored in the body will be minimal, and by that will be able to limit your eating window to between 12 to 7. That's 7 hours eating window. So meaning that the body has 17 hours, of not eating, to stretch the body into fat burning state. So that is a lifestyle that will make you to easily burn fat. But if you really want it, the fat to be quickened, when you eat your breakfast by that 12 p.m., then this other meal for that day should just be dinner, nothing like lunch again. If the grace is there for you to be able to do it, then you let it just be twice that day, and you see a quick result. But where you are still desirous of taking 3 meals a day, just make sure that the breakfast is delayed and the dinner is hastened, so that the body can quickly use this. Then for the categories that don't have time in the morning, to walk 30 minutes. So when you wake up in the morning, all you take will be water, go to work, then also delay that breakfast till 12 p.m. Remember, you don't have the opportunity of doing 30 minutes walk, but that you are able to walk around, at from one desk to the other in the office is still a part of the fat burning state. But to make it, to really get a quick result, is delay your breakfast till 12 p.m. So also, if you are desirous of still eating 3 times a day, delay your breakfast till 12 p.m. Then you can still have your lunch at 3 p.m. and the final meal for that day should be 6 p.m. Latest is 7 p.m. So that will make results, to be quickened. So let us take it as a practice. So in the long term, by this practice in the long term, you see that you'll be able to really burn this visceral and subcutaneous fat that you have been struggling to burn. So thank you for following me. You can please let us share so others can also benefit, and let us ask question at the comment section. So thank you. See you on my next video.